So the stories that we've told over time, like we really have to really think about the stories that we're making ourselves. The story we are making today is the story we have to sell to other people. And so it's like looking at ourselves saying, am I creating a story that is worth living for
Yeah.
me and for somebody else? And then am I telling that story to somebody else? And so I think that's what a really big component. Obviously, there's a return on investment equation to all of this. And I think salaries in accounting, it is a fact, it's data we can look at. Over the last 6 years, they rose about 16%, which we could look at and say that's great. On the other hand, the consumer price index far exceeded that. And so accountants in general have lost earnings power over the last 6 years, whereas other fields like computer information, technology, marketing, um, mathematics, some of those have actually increased at a way higher pace. And so when I'm sitting there and I've said I want to go to business, I'm a college grad, I'm thinking, do I want to become a marketing major where there's no regulation? I can get a higher paid salary. I only have to do 4 years. Obviously, the return on investment is going to look really a lot higher for some of these other business degrees than accounting when I need to take 150 hours of education. I have to pass a very rigorous exam. I have to make sure I get accounting experience under a certified CPA. And then I'm only going to make, half of what some of my other grads. I mean, it's just not a great business sell. I mean, so really when we think about that, we have to think what really is the value of the CPA. And I think that, the marketplace demands that we have a professionalism, that we have a high level of knowledge and expertise. And so we need to make them think about the value of that monetarily so that we can pay people to do the same thing. And we also haven't been great salespeople in selling our value and saying, look, I'm offering you not just great, compliance, that I'm offering you strategic cost savings over the long haul. And that's an investment you need to be making in these services, whether I'm internal or whether I'm an external consultant. It doesn't matter. You need to value the role that accounting can play in your business. Um, so I think that really from both, the marketing standpoint of our profession, the selling of our services, then helps us with the HR issue we have and being able to pay people equivalent or more to what some of these other professions are. So there's really along the whole path a variety of issues, and if the demand isn't there, then we do have to re-look and say, well, is the barrier to entry too high? Are we expecting too much in the educational and experience in the exam? Like, if the marketplace doesn't need that, then do we need those kinds of levels? Now, I would argue they do. They expect that. We sell trust. We don't just sell numbers, and trust comes at a price.